Tonight, from Bank of America Stadium.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Throwing to start the drive. Sharp.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. That one a first down pickup of 8. Operating from the gun. Sharp. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Again, that's Hurst.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Off the play fake. Sharp sliding out of the pocket. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Back to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Miles Sanders with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. It's Barkley on the counter.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. Now Jones, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Complete to his target, Jalin Hyatt.
Touchdown, Giants!
Jalin Hyatt,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Throwing on 1st down. Sharp.
Open man downfield is Sanders. He's got him.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 36. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The Panthers at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Back to throw. Sharp
work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. On 1st and 10, Sharp. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
Touchdown, Panthers. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the Panthers have recovered.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On first down, Sharp. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And that is taken in by Hurst. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. On first and 10, it's Sanders. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Sanders. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal.
About a half yard from the end zone, third and goal.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
Looking to throw. Jones. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
On fourth down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants.
A good return there, 17 yards.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, first and 10. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Off the bootleg. Sharp.
And once again, this is Sanders.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing on first down. Sharp. And Sanders has got it complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. Reaching up for it, and he's got it. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's Jones. A final shot before break.
Oh, that's deep for Duvernay. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Von Bell.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So it's halftime here.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
That result, really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the '85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters?
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
This 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And down inside the 15 he goes. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Operating from the gun. Jones. And Waller taking it in over the middle. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, Sharp. And he'll find Thielen on the right side.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 3.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's taken down inside the 30. 1st down. Sharp. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
He completes this one to Mingo.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Throwing on 1st down. Sharp throwing the out route and complete. That's Hubbard. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down.
Back to throw here. That's complete to Robinson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Looking to throw. Jones. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll go down at the 28. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Jones.
Robinson hauling it in outright.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Jones hit and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, Sharp. Open man, once again it's Thielen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st down, Sharp. Thrown across his body and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. Down to the 10.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw. Sharp.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is incomplete. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Over the middle, complete. It's Sanders. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
That is caught. And he will have a Panther first down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
That's caught at the 3. Touchdown! A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Panthers have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5, and he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they had... Two more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Open man is Juwan Jennings.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Jones, a throw completed to Hyatt.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Jalen Hyatt with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Jones throwing for it.
That's caught. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for two is going to come up empty.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
There's Tremble, the tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Lets it fly for Thielen. And then he is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Operating from the gun. Sharp. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Terrace Marshall.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Now we'll get whistles, and they signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Panthers, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.